Hello everyone, this is Val from Val's Craft Creation, and today I'm bringing you the second part for this project. If you haven't watched the first part, I will link the first part, I will link the video on the description box. And what we were doing, it was altering or repurposing a FedEx envelope, which is this, our cover. And we also will repurpose a Sally paperback. This is gonna be our pages. We're gonna cover them. I went ahead and fixed my pages because when I opened the bag, there was some rip on my paper, so I just used masking tape to repair my pages. But all of this is gonna be covered with these papers. And let me show you what I was using to complete this project. For this flower paper, we use a vinyl similar to this. This is self-adhesive vinyl adhesive, or I don't know how you say that. And I got some of them, like 5 or 6 on clearance and Hobby Lobby for 62 cents. So we use a paper well, almost the same as this, just the design is different. And that's what we use for this paper that have flowers on it. That's vinyl paper. And then for the other paper, we use this pad. The name is A Fairy Tale Evening, and I bought this on Hobby Lobby for $3.25 on clearance. I don't even know when was that, because I didn't even know that I had this paper on my stash. But it's a beautiful, it's like a cream pearlescent color, and it have like a darker green color. So this is what we're using besides this paper, the vinyl paper. I went ahead and I was thinking that I'm gonna use some of these ladies, vintage ladies images on this project. So I went ahead and print some, and let me glue this corner here. And I mount the images on some of the paper that we were using, because I have a lot of paper left when we cut. So I'm gonna try to use this on pockets and other stuff. I went and print this because I was trying to find something similar to the paper that we use on the cover, but I don't think that I'm gonna use this, but I have it here on the side just in case. I also have this foil paper. It's metallic paper. It's like vellum, but it's metallic. It's like a cream color. So I may use this for some pockets and stuff. So we can do a combination of papers. But I think my idea for this project is gonna be like using all these vintage lady images. These ones I may use as like journaling cards. I did 4, I put it on top of the paper. This one I may use just to decorate some of the pages. I don't know if we're gonna use all of them, and all of them have flowers, so we can tie everything together. So I just went ahead and type free vintage ladies images with holding flowers, something like that. So I got all this from the internet, some from Pinterest, and I'm thinking to use this one on the cover. And I did some journaling cards and stamped some images on my journaling card. So that's the plan right now. I also have some of this lace that I got on a thrift store that we may use. I had green, I had black, I had the cream color. I don't remember how much this was on the thrift store, but I have a thrift store that they have a lot of like vintage things, and you can find a lot of them there. So this, I think, is seam binding. I had this lace. I may use this one for my closure. And then I had this lace, well, this was part of a window curtain, and I just cut the lace on the bottom. So I was thinking to use it on my cover, maybe something like this. So I had that there too, but I will worry about the cover last. And another thing that I was thinking, instead of going sideways, I opened from the side. I was thinking to do it like going up and up, like the flap will go up, because my thinking was that I want to use this like so. I just need to cut it and do something else, and I will add a quote or something. But this is my thinking, so I may go with, you know, the opening to the top. I know we have this pocket here, but it doesn't matter. You can use it as a side pocket, so it's not a big deal. So what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna put something aside, so we don't wanna use it right now. So what we're gonna do is gonna attach the pages to our cover. And I also have these envelopes that I may use as pocket. I went ahead and distressed my edges, and I stenciled this image here. And if you want to know what ink I'm using, is archival ink from Ranger, and the color is English Ivy. That's the one that I'm using. And I have this thread here to stitch, to do a pamphlet stitch of my pages. So that's what we're gonna use. And if you haven't watched the first video, I recommend you to go ahead and watch it before you watch this one. That way you will see how we transform the Fedex envelope, and we created this, and then the back. So the next step is gonna be, let me get something to protect my mat here. And this is just, I found this at Dollar Tree for $1.25. It brings two. It's a chopping mat, so I'm gonna be using this to protect my mat instead of the cardboard that I was using. So in case that you want to know where I get this and what is this. So let me grab this and my tool to make the holes. I have like a template, but I'm not gonna use it because I'm just gonna eyeball where I want my holes for the stitching. So I usually do a template. I have a template. I'm looking for it to show it to you. I have used it in other videos, but right now I don't see it here. I just have it's a file folder, a piece of a file folder, and I measure. So I have a standard measurement for all of my journals, and that's what I use, but it's okay. I don't know where it is right now. And I'm just gonna eyeball it because I'm not gonna measure or anything. I'm just gonna see where I want them to be. I make sure that my middle is in the middle of here. And I'm just gonna hold it in place. I also got these clips at Dollar Tree. You can find a lot of good stuff for craft at Dollar Tree. The only thing I don't like is they are $1.25 now. I know that is not much, but the difference. But when the total comes and the taxes and all that, you can see definitely see the difference on price. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do 3 holes. I don't want them to be too close to the edges, so I'm gonna try to keep my holes like here in the middle, and I'm gonna do 3. I'm gonna go ahead and do the first one, and then maybe my next one will be here. And then one in between. And I'm just gonna go in the back and push through my, if I can see them, right here. Just to make the hole larger and easy to make the stitches. Sorry. So I moved the camera with my, let me get my needle here. And we're gonna use this thread. And I got all this, let me show you, at a thrift store. I love that thrift store. Let me see where's my other one. Let me grab it here from. Yes, I got all this for $3.50. And I have all this color, and this is what I've been using to attach my pages to the journals. When I saw that on the thrift store, I said, I'm getting this. So it was $3.50. And that is on the same place that I told you. Let me cut this a little bit. Where I got the lace and all that. It's the same thrift store. I love it. It's gonna bring enough thread to stitch my pages to my cover. And I'm gonna, I as usually go from inside to out, and I like to leave the thing hanging. But I'm gonna do the stitches. I'm gonna try to see if if this will be on the front, so I can tie it here on the inside. And I'm just holding my thread in the back, and I'm gonna go start in the middle, go to the first one on top. I go back in the middle. You know what? Wait. I had to start from the inside because I want this tie inside. Sorry. Let's start over again. My thread is gonna be inside here. The middle. Top. Then you go back in the middle again. And then you're gonna go to the bottom one. If I can see it here. Where's my bottom one? Right here. And that's an easy way to do the pamphlet stitch. Just make sure that it's tight. Be careful not to break your thread. But let me do a knot first. You can leave it like that, but I will cut it later. But I wanna do a, like when we're done decorating the pages, I want to do like a bow and cut the excess, but right now I'm just going to leave it like that. Let me get my clips out of the way. Okay, so our pages are in place. In total, we're going to have 16 pages. And I was going to stitch the envelopes, but I don't want them like in the middle. I want them like maybe here, and then when you open it, it will go up. Depending if we're gonna do it like that, I may go in the side and open like this, and then you will have a side pocket. Probably that's the way that I'm gonna go. And then the other one on this side. Something like that, but I wanna use these envelopes. So let's see. Let's attach the envelopes. I'm only gonna use 2. I know I can use more, but I may go to maybe in the 3rd page here, and then 1, 2, then the 3rd page here. So that's the way we're gonna do it. So this one, let me put this away. Just making sure that that's the way I want it, and I think I want them close to the top. So let's glue this. Let me get my glue here. Let me just cover this here for a moment. And I'm using my Elmer's Craft Bond extra strength glue stick. I did the other video on the first part like 2 days ago, but I don't know if I mentioned it on one of my videos, but I have like, it's a type of arthritis on my spinal cord, ankylosing spondylitis arthritis, and now they think I have fibromyalgia. So my shoulders and my neck was killing me. So I took a break yesterday from recording, but today I'm bringing you the second part. It haven't only been like maybe 1 or 2 days. I know I added on the comments that the second video was coming soon, so here it is. Here is the second part. Okay, so this one is this way. Okay, this is the front. So 1, 2. This one's gonna go on this way. On this one. So when you have it like that, it will open to the side. And I want them closer to the top. Even if we go like this, then the envelope will open to the bottom, so, or to the top. But I think I'm gonna go like that. I like it better, I don't know. But you can direction your project any way you want. Okay, I just so our 2 envelopes are there now. Just trying to put this inside while we work decorating the pages. So let's see. For the first page, some of these are, I cut them 7 by 8 1/4, and there's some that are 7 by 8. It's just that the pieces of paper that I had left from part of the project were shorter than the other ones. So I don't care about that because some of these pages are gonna have pockets here, so it will cover this, so I'm not worrying about that. But the measurement should be 7 by 8 1/4. That's the size of my pages. Let me see if I want a cream or a green one. Let's see how it looks. I think I like it with the cream one first. And I'm gonna use one of the longer ones because on the first page I don't want a pocket. So I'm gonna use this one, which is similar, it's the same one as the one that we have here, just to tie everything up. And that's gonna be our first page. Let me grab my glue here. I was thinking that I may use this lace for my closure, but we will see, because it's darker, so I don't know yet. Or maybe the C binding. I will decide that when we're done decorating the inside. Just let me protect the other pages. If you want journaling space, like in between, using these pages for journaling space, maybe you can add some coffee dye paper, or maybe line paper, graph paper, anything that you have at home, and that way you will add more journaling space. But I think with all the journaling cards we have enough, and you can use this for some, for different things, not only for journaling, like a journal. Maybe you can use it as an album, because if you use pictures, you just cover all the pages with your pretty paper, and then you can add your own pictures, and maybe do like a photo album with the pages. So that's another idea. That way you don't have to add pockets or anything. You just use as a photo album. Making sure. And I have to cut a little bit, because I think this one's I cut them 8.5. Okay. If you don't have a Fedex envelope, you can always use cereal box, or you can also use a file folder. File folders are versatile. You can use them for anything, tags, for everything that you can think of. You can use file folders for journal covers, journaling cards. There's a lot of things that you can do with a file folder, even with a cereal box. Okay, so I know this one is gonna be green. Just wondering, what is this? I just did an experiment with using different tints to see if we can have the same effect as on different type of paper and stuff as as a jelly plate. So we were experimenting with different things, and this is one of the papers that I use. This is wax paper, and we were trying to see if I use it as a jelly plate, it will be the same effect. But I think I determined that these things that I use can compare to the quality of the print for a jelly print. But I was showing you other alternative in case that you don't have, you cannot afford a jelly plate, or you don't want to invest on a jelly plate. Then you have other options. It's not gonna be exactly the same as a jelly plate, but you can still use them. So if you haven't watched that video, go ahead and look for it. The title says something about jelly plates. I think it is jelly plate. Do I need one or something like that? I don't remember right now, but something along those lines. And I just keep these papers to use it like in a project as a background or something. Okay, so let me trim my paper. Trying not to be out of the camera, but and I just cut in just this little bit. Okay, so we have 2 of the pages. And I make sure that all my edges are stick to my paper. Okay, so let's go to the next one. I think I'm gonna do this one green, and then these 2 cream, and then these 2 green, like that. I think I'm gonna go that way because I don't like it like one color, one the other color. So let's do this one green. I like it better like that. What do you think? I think I like it like that. I want to protect my other pages. Let's put this here. I'm really learning a lot of things during my journey making these videos, because I have been using stuff that I have at home that I would never try to do anything with them, just throw them out like packagings and stuff. And I'm learning the same as you guys watching my videos. We're learning together and we're experimenting with different things that I find at home. And I have used envelopes, invitation cards, packagings from different items. So it has been a journey. Wait, let me fix this one. I got this paper at Hobby Lobby. It's 69 cents, but when you get it with 50% off, my God, can I glue this piece of paper? I think I got it. I got it. It doesn't matter if you can see some of the paper back. That's fine. Because this one I put too close to the edge there, to the fold line. So maybe when we fold it, it's gonna be like interfering with the line, but that's fine. This one you can see a little bit, but nothing to worry about. Let's cut this. I need more space to work. When I'm doing these larger projects. I I just cut in my edges. Okay, so let's add. Now we're gonna use the cream ones. This one, they're gonna have pockets, so I'm gonna use just the shorter one. It doesn't matter, because I'm gonna cover it. And I cut 8 of each paper, because we have 16 pages. This was a large paper bag from Sally's. My daughter went to get some hair dye, and she have it there on the dining table, and I say, do you want it? And he say, no, I'm gonna try it. I said, no, you're not throwing anything in that out. So she gave it to me. I didn't want to alter a paperback because there's so many videos altering paperback, but I say, well, let me use as my pages. I know that there's videos about that too, but that way I was gonna recycle it and use it. Recycle it. Look, I put glue there and I forgot that. Let me just remove it with this, just wipe, my wipe. I got this at Dollar Tree. If you're wondering. I always use it on my video. I always mention it, but just in case you're new to my videos. And I know the paper is wrinkling a little bit, but I want it like that. I don't mind, because I want this to look like old, kind of. And I'm gonna distress the edges on using green, my dark archival ink. And some of this is gonna be covered with pockets and images and stuff, so I'm not worrying about that. It's just that this is a thin paper. The other one, the cream one, is cardstock. Hopefully we can finish this video in an hour. If not, I will make a third video, because I don't want my videos to be longer than an hour. I already have a couple that are like an hour and a half, but I'm trying, you know, to work out on that. But and you know what, I needed to put the paper closer here. I guess this one will have a pocket here, like here on the, and you will have your journaling card there. This one, I will make sure that my space is down here. And let me see if I want to use the same one. So I guess on this one, I will add a pocket here. Maybe this one I should add it here and here, so it be uniform. So I may do these ones like that. Forgetting to keep forgetting to add my paper there so I don't glue all the pages together. I hope that you're enjoying my videos where I'm repurposing things that you can find at home. I know sometimes we get mail like on those Fedex envelopes. You can start using those as covers for journaling for junk journals and stuff. You can use it like for projects like this, and that is a way to recycle, you know, things. You're gonna repurpose them and use it in something else, to create something else. My envelope, these ones, I just gonna leave it like that. I'm not gonna add anything since they're the same color. You know, similar color as the paper that we're using. That's why I distress it. I cut the top here. It was, you know, longer. So I cut that and distressed this here. Added the images because I'm not gonna add any paper to the envelopes. I may add a stamp. Let me show you the new stamp set that I got at Hobby Lobby from Hampton Art. It was $9.99, but it have a discount of 40%. But look, and I use some of this for my journaling card, so I may use some of this for the envelope. I don't know yet, but I love this stamp set. It's from Hobby Lobby. Let's continue here. Let me check my time. Okay, 36 minutes. So now we're gonna use green. I need 2 greens. I'm gonna make sure that this one is not short, okay? Waiting for my glue to go down a little bit. Making sure that my edges are glued down. Let's cut this. I don't know why I always measure my papers and I always have to trim them. I think I may round the corners for these pages. This will be a longer process. I should have maybe glued some of them to before the video, but I always like to show you my process of doing things. That way you won't miss anything. When you create, you can, you know, create your own project from the beginning to the end without getting lost in between. Just try not to use that much glue. So that's the purpose of showing all my process to you, because there's a lot of people that are new to journaling or to craft, so that way they can learn. Maybe you're an expert or maybe you're not, but we are learning together. I'm not an expert, I'm learning too. So especially with all these new projects that I have been making, I'm just learning as I go. They may not be perfect, I may make a mistake. Like, I have a video that I don't know what happened with that project. That project was ridiculous. All the mistakes that I made, and all the problems that I had, technical problems like with my closure and all that, but then I fixed everything, and I did a flip through showing you what I fixed that I didn't like from the project. So at the end it turned out pretty good, but some materials are easier to use than others, so like I'm telling you, I'm learning too. Okay, so now we're gonna use the cream ones. Let me see if I have two of the same here that I can use. Well, I have a short one and a long one. Maybe I will use the short one and use a pocket here. You see it? Is it shorter? Yeah, so I'm gonna use this one here and then the longer one on this side, because I don't know if I'm gonna want another pocket here, so let's do that. And I know I should have used maybe my paintbrush to move, to smooth the glue down a little bit. Just like the wrinkle effect that the glue is bringing to the paper. You may not like that, but I like it. I like it. We got this, and when I cut the paper back, I can see that they're not as straight, but that's fine. And they may not be exactly the same size, but we got this little piece here. Okay, next one. Let me see how many we have left. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are half, almost done. So 8 pages, we are half done. I think this video is gonna be just for the purpose of decoration, and then we'll add the other stuff on the next one. So here I definitely want my pocket here. So I'm gonna go close to the folded line here of my bag. And this one here is just a little bit. Let me see if I can cut it from this side. I don't know how to cut this one because it's not. Wait, let me go right here because it's not on the top. It's from like down here. Okay. So let's go to the next ones. Let me put this just inside for now. Okay, and now we are using green. And with the size of the pages, you can easily use a paper pad that you haven't used and use a lot of your paper. Because I cut 8 for the pages and 8 of these papers that I got at Hobby Lobby, but if you use the whole pad, you know, the pad that you have, your paper pad, you can easily use a lot of those pages if you want to get rid of some of your paper pads that you haven't even used. I alternated pages because this paper is just like that. It don't have other papers like with different colors like other paper pad. All the papers are the same colors. The only thing that changes the design. So it was hard to, you know, alternate papers and stuff, but if you have a paper pad that have different colors, designs and stuff, it's easier. So go ahead and get those out, and this project will be perfect to use one of your paper pads. At least enough paper to almost use the whole pad. We are almost done adding the papers, covering our pages. I'll put some glue under there. I know this is a tedious process, decorating all this page. When I know I can use less, but I wanted to use the whole bag. But when I saw I have 16 pages, I said, oh my God, I have to decorate all those pages. But it's fine, it's okay. Because I wanted to use the whole bag. I didn't want to have anything extra laying around. If I can recycle the whole bag, I will recycle the whole bag, so it's fine. to be careful with my envelope. I don't want to cut it. Just got that there. Almost done, almost done. These ones are the same. I don't know, I think I'm missing one of these ones. I have 1, 2 cream and 2 green. Okay, I guess I have one extra here. So, okay, so this one I'm not gonna have an extra pocket, so this will go here. This one will go here, and then the shorter one, I think I wanna do again the pocket like on this side, so it will be here instead of here. What I'm gonna do since we do another one like that. I really love how this project is turning up. Hopefully you will like it too, and when we are done with the project, I hope that I like it a lot. Keep forgetting to put my other paper underneath the bag so I don't mess up my other papers. Let me just put it there for now. Sometimes when I have things like that, I may reinforce it with washi tape just to protect my edges here, like on the folding line. So I may do that. I may add washi tape to the middle here of all my pages. So I probably will do a third video where we're gonna add the pockets, the journaling cards, the lace, all that stuff. Okay. Almost done, guys, almost done. Okay, this one is gonna go to the pocket on this side. Yeah, 3 more to decorate and we are done with this process. And we are gonna be exactly almost an hour, so that's perfect. Let my glue go down a little bit. Trying to get my glue closer to the edges. And I keep forgetting not to put glue there because this paper is shorter. Keep forgetting. See, let me clean it. Oh, I know what it is. This one is for this one here. Okay. It's not the same as this one, but it's fine. Let me go closer to the here to my folding line of my pages. Let me cut this part of the back that is showing here. I think my paper moved a little bit. Yes, that's perfect. If you don't have a large paperback and you want to use the same thing that I used, well, you can find those the ones that you use for lunch, like lunch bags, paper bags. I think the Dollar Tree sale a package of 100, I think, for $125. And you can use those as your pages. And you don't have to do the same size that I did. You can, you know, do your own size. And your pages don't have to be the same size, all of them, because like when you're doing a junk journal, usually you don't do all the, there's people that use the you know, they do the whole pages, all the pages the same size. Other people use what they have, different type of papers, they're not the same size. So it doesn't matter. In junk journaling, you don't have to have everything perfect, or you know, your pages don't have to be perfect. That's the beauty of junk journaling, and the beauty of crafting too. Just don't have to be perfect. Okay, we have one more to go, and we're done with this tedious process of gluing all these pages together, like covering our paper. That's the worst part, decorating all of these pages. And you don't have to have 16 pages. You can certainly use less, or you can use more. Okay, here we go. We go for the last one. I like it. I like how it looks. So this is 7 wide by 8 1/4 long. The pages. I think the cover was 7 1/4 by 8 1/2 or 8 1/4, I think. No, I think it was 8 1/2 by 7 1/4. So if I am not mistaken, but you can find out if you watch the first video. I wanted to get closer to the folding line here, but it's getting chunkier, so it's kind of difficult, but that's why sometimes I use washi tape to protect that. Let me cut this and we are done with this process. It's been long, but we made it. Okay, so let's see how our project is looking right now. Okay, so this is our front cover and this is the back, and then we have a pocket here and we have our pages that we are going to decorate our envelopes. My hands, when I have to do this small task like this, is hard. I don't like it. Let me try to do a smaller one. Maybe it's easier like this. Okay, let me cut this. We have our other envelope here, more pages, and I didn't do a pocket on the back, and I don't think that I'm gonna add a pocket. I may do like a belly band, and I think I'm gonna use some of this vellum paper like to do some of the pocket because I like it. So this is it for this video. I hope that you have enjoyed this process. I know it's long, but we are recycling a lot of things, and recycling, repurposing, you know, takes time. So it's better to take time to just do something that you will not like at the end. So just enjoy the process. It doesn't matter if it takes long or not. Just do something that you would like to do and make it right. Okay, so this is it for this video. Stay tuned for the next one where we're gonna finish decorating our project, adding the pockets and all that stuff. For the next video, I usually have everything ready, like the pockets with the tape, the double-sided tape and all that, so we don't have a third video that is gonna be a long. So, but I cannot guarantee it, but I'm gonna try. So I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Help me grow my channel. I'm on a journey and I'm trying to reach 200 subscribers. I'm close. Not there yet, but I'm close. So thank you so much for your support and have a good night. Happy crafting, everyone.